It is 7:29 p.m. on June the 29th here in Salem, Indiana. Um, I really hadn't heard much about this, but it is happening. Birds are dying all across the U.S. and other parts of the world. Their eyes are swelling up, kind of like this. They're getting crusty. They're having trouble breathing, and their feathers are falling off their head due to neurological damage. Hello, Applebrooks. This is serious, you all. With these birds dying, it's a great tragedy. What's happening with the birds around the world, not just here in my state, in Indiana. Hello, everyone. Um, this is, you can see their eyes. Look, so I saw this. We feed the birds. DNR recommends removing your bird feeders amid a mysterious thing. Dead birds have been found in Kentucky, Illinois, so that's what they're asking. Please remove your bird feeders. And they had the symptoms of what you could look for with these birds that are sick, what they're noticing, because and it's happening in other states, you all. It's happening in South Africa also. It's happening in a lot of other places. Something is killing the birds. They're dying. Okay? That's what's happening. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. It's a sad thing to report. It's a very sad thing to report. These illnesses, what's happening, it says the Department of National Resources recommends removing your bird feeders amid a mysterious bird death statewide. Just see, this is June 28th. They're investigating why several species of songbirds are dying. Cardinals, robins, and blue jays are getting sick and dying across the state, but they're unclear as to why. The starlings, the blue jays, the robins, the gackles, the brown-headed cowbird seem to be taking the biggest hit, and other species are affected. They say the birds have shown signs of neurological damage. Neurological illnesses and symptoms include swollen eyes with a crusty discharge, breathing trouble, blood from their mouth. Okay, that's, yes, and weakness. Well, I've got my own ideas of what's happening. Death often comes pretty quickly to the affected bird, and it seems to be a virus, and scientists are scrambling to find out how to stop it. But then they say they don't know, but they're saying it's a virus. I don't know about that because, you know, if you remember years ago, they had the avian bird flu virus, the H1N1. So look at this. They say sick birds have been found in 15 counties, including Jackson, Monroe, and Washington. I'm in Washington County, Delaware, all this, you all, West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, Maryland, Washington, D.C. All of that is happening with these birds. So we've removed our bird feeders. They say stop feeding the birds until the mortality event has concluded. Well, how are they going to know when it has concluded? Okay, how do they know? And they say clean your feeders with 10% bleach solution and avoid handling them. So my daughter did see a cardinal. She saw a red cardinal on the bird feeder yesterday, and its feathers was gone from its head. And she thought, why is the cardinal bald-headed on its head? They say it's due to what's happening. And she did see a brown sparrow in the garden this week too. I don't know if she picked it up. I hope she didn't, because whatever it is, it could be frequencies. It really could be frequencies. It could be some type of a virus that is circulating all around. It could be that. Um, but it's sad because birds are innocent creatures. They are. They're beautiful creatures. They're beautiful beings. They're beautiful beings. That's a Z girl. Yes, that's quite possibly. So look at this. So they say they just don't know why hundreds of birds are getting sick. Look, they get a mysterious illness and die in Maryland. You remember that time when the birds were just flying out of the sky? Look at this. The U.S. has lost more than a quarter of bird populations in just last 50 years, according to a 2019 study. Mass die-off of birds in southwestern U.S. are caused by, what are you saying, of the songbirds? Okay, long-term starvation. Okay, climate, the climate did it. That's what did it. I did read somewhere they said the climate crisis is just calling it. Look at this, you all, and those songbirds are. It's sad. I don't like reading that. Look at them poor little birds. Necropsy, necropsy. I can't say it. Reveals 80% of the thousands of songbirds that died suddenly showed typical signs of emaciation. They fell out of the sky in mass die-offs. Well, we know what can make it happen. You do. So much for the biodiversity, right? So there's species, flycatchers, swallows, warblers, migrating. They got the migratory birds. See, look. It's made worse by unseasonably cold weather, probably linked to climate crisis. Scientists have said climate crisis. They fall out of the sky, you all. Blood found, and their wings were severely shrunken. That is terrible. Wings were severely shrunken. That is absolutely terrible, you all. It really is. Applebrooks, honey. If you need help, I can pause and I can be moderator. I can pause looking at this for a while. Hello, because yeah. Please keep your comments respectful, or they're going to get deleted. Okay, and if you're a repeat offender, you're probably going to get blocked. I'm just telling you, I am, because I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not. King Ahuko Mindo, hello. Yeah, this is not a time to be doing that. This is serious what's happening. They said it looks like the immediate cause of death in these birds was emaciation. They starved to death. They starved to death, they said. Yeah. Lori, that could be. It really, yes, Louise, yes. Well, if my camera isn't clear, then I'm being pixelated again. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to have a shirt that says, Pixelate Me. That I should wear it. Every time I get on here, I should have a shirt that says, Pixelate Me. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, the birds are our early warning sound. Our early warning sounds. They are. The early warning signs are the birds. That's all right. That is all right. I like being pixelated and blurry as if I just melt on this screen. It's really, when I was looking at it, when y'all told me the other day that I was pixelated and blurry, when I went back and watched the video, it's like I was like, the pixels were like melting on me is what it was like. Absolutely. That's what it was like. Oh my goodness. It took you a long time to respond to this thing. Yeah. Yeah, the canary in a coal mine. Oh, that's sad, you are. But look at this. So it's, look at this. South Africa. The cause of wild bird deaths in Eastern Cape has been identified. Birds reportedly falling out of the sky and found dead in parts of the Eastern Cape have died of the avian paramoxiovirus and Newcastle disease. You've heard of the Newcastle illness. The Eastern Cape Department of Rural Development and our Agrarian Reform confirmed the test results on Tuesday. See, that was the 15th, okay, of April. But I think they've been having all these birds dying and nobody's telling nobody. But then look, mysterious things, was it that back then too? Look, September of 2010. Mysterious dead birds in September 2010. Okay, bird carcasses, suspected poison, parrots' deaths. See, these birds have been slowly dying, you all. Slowly dying out. So that's what they're telling us to do here. That doesn't, what I don't even look. A new radiocarbon dialing indicates that a girl dead 300 years ago, 300 years ago, had a canary in her mouth. Yeah, look, is Poland's chicken boom behind its devastating bird flu? Did you know that Poland had the bird flu? And why cases that were reported in China and Russia this year in May? Thousands of dead birds. Did you all read that? King Ahuko Mundo. Yes. Yeah, please hit that like button. It is terrible. It is terrible, as if we ain't got enough bad news going on in the world. Animals are very innocent. They are. They haven't got a voice. They can't speak up. They're not at the top of the food chain. It's just not right, you all. It's not. Look at this. They said it was the avian influenza. Did they give it another name in 2019? About 13.5 million birds have died since the autumn of 2020, with most of them dying in 2021 in this village of Brudance, Zoromin County, Warsaw. They're talking about Warsaw, you all, Poland. Dead bird. Look at them like this. I had to kill 140,000 hens. I lost 500,000 eggs, 40 tons of feed, and soon I'm going to give up 250 tons of cereal that I was going to make feed. Look at that, you all. You see what's happening. The biosecurity, look at that. So our food, the food chain it's being depleted. It's going bye-bye, and we got disease outbreak. I don't even like to look at that, you all. Look at this. Discontinue for the unknown virus, but it may not necessarily be a unknown virus. It might be something else. King of Hukamendo. I love my King of Hukamendo. Window. Yeah, they're slowly turning it up. Yeah, we are connected. What happens to the birds will affect us too. Well, actually, there's going to be a chain reaction, and we might get overpopulated by insect destroying the crops and stuff like that, because the birds won't be able to eat them or something like that, you all. Yes. So this is sad, you all. We got birds dying in Indiana in counties, and I don't even know if I want to leave out my water, let them take a bath in the water, you know, because it's so hot here. Look at this. We have a lot of these yellow birds here. We do. But if they come to the feeder, they all come to the feeder. We get tons of birds, and if they all come and eat from there, and if they do have a virus or something, it will spread. It will. I don't know where this is. Durbanville. Oh, that's South Africa. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. Dead birds. They're dropping dead around the world. Goldfinches, yeah, the yellow goldfinch is, yeah. Now look at these. We got these broilers. These are called broilers right here. This is a massive, massive chicken farm. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think each one of these can house, 50,000 chickens, maybe? I don't know for sure, but, the living conditions of these chickens in these houses is horrific. It is. Yes, it's not nice, you all. It's like, yeah. Oh, my goodness. The stench. Oh, when it blows the fans, you have to wash your clothes for hours. Poland's poultry producers say the industry is not out of control and that the bird flu epidemic is a result of a combination of exceptionally bad circumstances, such as much colder weather, and April this year was the coldest record in 24 years. So, who knows what's going on, you all? There's no telling. There really isn't any telling at all. But I think the birds are beautiful. So with that being said, it's sad. It is, because we don't need any more species dying and being wiped out on this earth. We don't. But there seems to be a lot of uncanniness going on in the world, a whole lot. And it's kind of eerie if you think about it, if you think deeply about it. So don't think deeply about it. So, yeah. They're still around, yeah, the sad birds around the world. Well, if you see birds without feathers around their head, that's indication. Because we had one here, my daughter's seen it, a red bird, a cardinal. Didn't have no feathers on its head at all. And you know what else was strange? In our backyard, I think it was around a month ago, there was a dead possum. And then somewhere else in the yard, there was a dead groundhog, all on the same day. I thought, that's weird. There was no wounds, there was no blood, there was no nothing. They were just dead. They weren't there the day before. So I did think something back then. I thought, is something killing the animals? Yeah, because you really have to think what's causing it. Is there an external reason? Mr. Sasquatch, well, I don't know about the bald eagle. I really don't. A dead possum, yeah, in their yard. It could be affecting them too. It really could. The other animals, well, oh, all right, you all. I'm going to go, but I wanted to get on here. If you didn't know it, there is a mass die-off of birds. Thousands of songbirds in southwestern U.S., a massive long-term starvation because they couldn't get water to their lands to, yeah, none of that. And somebody's turned up the temperature grade. The temperature gauge is what they've done. They've turned up the temperature gauge right there. So with that being said, I'm going to go, but thank you all for tuning in, and thank you to the moderators on here. And you can look up more of that yourself, because it's interesting, but it is sad what's happening. So with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Love you.